Hey out there, everybody. My name is Raven, and we are doing a Innistrad Midnight Hunt Premier Draft here. We're going to be giving away some free promos and just hanging out and having a good time. So it looks like the season's reset. We got dropped down to probably bronze again. But that's no big deal. It looks like we have two quests here for black and green, or blue or black. Not that that particularly matters what we're going to do. Changes what we're going to do. We need to attack with 30 creatures. It looks like we've also picked up a couple of little, what are these, mythic wild cards, which is nice, but those don't really influence what we're doing. For the most part, we're looking good. We're going to just blow some gold and get on into this. So if you're hanging out with me today, I appreciate it. You can check out the links below to help support me, and you can find the Discord over on the link straight below. The promo codes today are brought to you from Adventure Inc. We are a little store down in Milan, Michigan, so if you're ever in the area, please come check us out. You can find us on Facebook right there, Adventure Inc. Comics. Let's get going. Into Premier Draft. Oh man, these are 10,000. Yikes. But I mean, the gem payoff's good. How far do we have to get? We have to go at least 4 and 2, 4 and 3 to not feel bad about this. So let's go, see how we do. Hopefully this will not be an absolute travesty. So from what I hear, you're supposed to try to force blue-white and blue-black here. We'll see what we can do. Obviously, if the removal and the... What are these spells? Flashback creatures aren't here, then we can't do much with it. But we'll take a look at our rares. I guess this is also a format where splashing, while difficult, has a major payoff as well. So we'll take our best shot at it. Alright, right off the bat, we're going to get a dual land here, and I don't feel bad about that. Let's take a look here. We have... this is all mostly new to me. We have not really done a lot of research on this set yet, so if you're hanging out, please, by all means, speak up if you see a mistake. When spell controls, deals damage, it transforms, deals damage, put flame counters on it, extra cards from flame counters, that's good. We have the mentor here with Coven. It makes a body, that's not super helpful. We have a Grizzly Ghoul, I'm not really into that. Candle Trap seems good. That's just good old removal. Cathars, Flare of Faith. Nice. This will destroy something without flying, that seems good. I don't see the gaze being particularly great. This pack is a little concerning. I think it's between Candle Trap and Defenestrate here. I don't feel bad about Defenestrate. I think that's probably the better option. But this is also just straight out removal for less mana, right? Let's take the Candle Trap. This may be a mistake, but we'll see where we end up here. Okay, so this looks good. We have a Loyal Gryff here, which is going to save us some bodies. But this is also just straight up removal in black here. This can survive when something, or transform when something else dies. And when it attacks, I get a creature card with 2 or less tapped and attacking. That seems really good. For a 3/2 for 3 mana, though. Might be a little bit behind. It looks like we should have taken the Defenestrate, though. Target opponent... discards 2, we make a zombie. Novice Occultist dies, I draw and lose a life. That doesn't seem super great. I think it's between these two, though, especially with the Candle Trap. Eaten Alive would be really nice, but I feel like this is probably better. The Consider is also seems really good. But I think I'm going to take the Loyal Gryff here, as it's going to save something. Maybe that's not what I want to be doing, but we'll find out. Alright, so Overgrown Farmland seems like an excellent call here. A 3/1 Flash that destroys an artifact enchantment does not seem bad. There's another Defenestrate, so that's probably a sign that this might be open. But I still think these two are better options. Silver Bolt is removal. If I hit a werewolf, though, it just dies. That seems even better. So maybe we take the Silver Bolt and stay open. Or the Cathar here, which is also 3 damage that has the option of destroying an artifact or enchantment for another 1. This seems like the best option right now. I'm not super into pushing into green yet, though it does look like green is reasonably open. The Hunt is available. Another flash creature doesn't seem bad. Like, maybe I'm just going to play green-white flash here. But I think I'm going to take the Commando because it is a disenchant on top of that. Galvanic Iteration. That seems pretty good if I have the spells to support it. Mysterious Tome transforms into a Winter Orb. Sort of. It goes back and forth and does some really interesting things, but I don't know if I'm in for that. This is just a good old destroy a creature. At the beginning of my turn, if I control 3 or more, it gains lifelink. That seems okay, but I don't really want more 3-drops. Shipwrecked Sifters enters the battlefield, draw and then discard. Whenever I discard a spirit with Disturb, it gets bigger. That seems good, but it doesn't fly. This taps... Okay, that's just removal, and I don't feel bad about that. This is probably going to be better overall, but I think I like this. It's a little reactive, but I don't feel like it's a bad call. Okay, so now we're seeing... It feels like blue is getting shut out, while red and green are definitely open, and I don't know if black is open or not, but it doesn't seem like it's bad. Return something, make a zombie bigger... Sacrifice another creature, draw a card, and then transform it. Activate it once a turn. It becomes a 4/4. That seems okay. But I think it's neither day or night. It becomes day. Untap or untap target non-land permanent. That's a little odd. Blessed Defense seems like the best option for a more aggressive play here. This could be incorrect, but... You know, we will see how we're going. Crossroads Candle Guide. That seems okay. I mean, it's a 4-mana mana rock. That doesn't seem excellent. Each opponent discards a card. Okay. So this looks like it might be a question of black being open. Additional cast, sacrifice a creature or pay 2. That doesn't seem excellent since they're already 5. I think we're going to take the Eaten Alive. That feels like we have the time to play it, though the Blood Tithe Collector also feels good. I like removal. So we'll start to hint at black here, see if maybe we end up on black-white. I guess it's not really where we want to be, but it seems okay. Flip the Switch doesn't seem excellent. Seems okay. Necrosynthesis. Enchant creature gains whenever something else dies, it gets bigger. When enchanted creature dies, we look for... We check the top for something and do something better. So straight up, this is not like the best card we want. Like it's not the type of spell we want to be playing. I think we're going to take this though, just because I don't see anything better. I don't think we're going to play it though. We'll see. Alright, moving on. The Baithook Angler is not bad. That's a pretty good common to come back. This is just returns. We don't want that. Stolen Vitality is like a stompy type thing that's not great. I feel like the Stuffed Bear is probably not terrible. Bramble Armor seems pretty good too, given that's a piece of equipment that comes down in +2/+1s. Unnatural Moonrise we're not in the colors for at all. So we're going to take the Angler and see if we're actually in blue-white. Flare of Faith is just a combat trick, and the Homestead Courage, it gains Vigilance of End of Turn with Flashback. That doesn't seem good enough for what we're aiming at. I think we're going to take the Flare of Faith and hope we don't have to play it. Devious Cover-Up, counter spell, and we can get rid of things that were or may not disturb. That seems okay. Turns from my graveyard into my library. Okay. Now we're looking at these red options. Immolation is not the happiest thing in the world. Howl of the Hunt might not be terrible. I think I'm going to take the Stuffed Bear just in case I don't have more bodies. The Mysterious Tome we'll take, because I think we are on blue-white here. I guess we'll take... What? We'll take the Stolen Vitality. We're not going to play it. And the Voldaren Singer as well. Stinger. Alright, Brutal Cathar is exactly what we are in the market for. Hedge Witch's Mask does not seem helpful. Soulguide Griff seems okay, but not what we want at the moment. Locked in a Cemetery is just more removal. We're going to take this Cathar and try our best to make things happen with it. I mean, it's a... oh, man. Sphere on a stick. Like, it's removal that feels good. Shipwrecked Sifters. Yeah. That's not doing what we want. And I don't see anything else here that's really in either color that we want. Like, Larder Zombie's pretty good if we were on, like, the blue-black option. But I don't see that being where we're headed at all. So we're going to take another Candle Trap here. Again, not the best thing, not the worst thing. All right, so this is an excellent pickup for us here in Beloved Beggar. He's cheap on the front, and on the back he is a 6-mana 4/4 flyer. That's just going to be a problem. We do not want another Ritual of Hope, but we may end up having to take it. Foul Play. Okay, so we may end up on 3 colors here, which is not really where I want to be, but it also doesn't feel too bad either. I also don't mind Consider too much. I mean, it is draw a card. It replaces itself. It's not a bad turn 1 play. And it kind of replaces itself, but I also don't feel bad about taking this either. So I'm going to take this, and we'll see. Like, we're not super dedicated to black or blue yet, but we are starting to slide that way a little bit further. All right, so we have Clarion Cathars, which are more humans. We have another Griff, but we have some really good blue here. Stormrider Spirit's not bad at all. The Hoarder, the top 3 cards of your library. So it's 4 mana to kind of rummage. It's not too bad. This, I think, though, if you controlled that permanent, I think the Geist Wave is probably the best option here. It lets me save something. I can block and draw a card. It just doesn't seem bad. All right. Now we have some options. The Phantom, the Lunarch Veteran, gains us some life, and then if it dies, we can disturb it, and it gains life on the out. It's just a 1/1 flyer, though, so that might not be powerful enough. Gavoni Trapper seems pretty good, but that is just going to kind of slow our opponents down. I think I'm going to take the Dissipate here, and we're going to end up on, like, blue-white flash something, kind of like a blue-white flash type deck, maybe. We'll see. If that's the case, I'm not super into some of the things that we have right now, but it'll be okay. I think I'm going to take the Larder Zombie here. I like the 1/3 with this ability. That seems really good, but there is the Sungold Barrage. I don't know how big creatures get in this format. They don't seem particularly gigantic, but I feel like they're going to grow very quickly. That being said, I feel like I want a little more defense here. It has Defender, too. That might not be good. I think we're going to take the Sungold. That might be wrong, but it also might be the thing that saves me a number of times. Vivisection, that seems okay. I do want some card advantage, but I don't really want to be sacrificing creatures. I don't have a ton of creatures to sacrifice. I guess I can pitch the Beloved Beggar if the situation arises. Like, we're trying really hard not to play Ritual of Hope here. We're going to take the... Oh, no, I wanted the Jack-o'-lantern, I think. Oh, well. Spend this mana only on Disturbs. Unblinking Observer doesn't seem bad at this juncture, but I think Locked in the Cemetery is just going to be better. I'm really leading heavily into the enchantment stuff, but I don't feel too bad about it yet. The Sifters. Okay, so now we have the 2-mana option for the Sifters or the Zombie. I think I'm going to take the Zombie in this case because I want another 1-drop. Falcon Abomination seems real good for what we're trying to do here. It's 3 mana for 4 power on the board. Don't see a real downside here. Now we're getting into the nothings. Festival Crasher is not great. We're going to take Electric Revel. Let's take the Bear, actually. I'm not going to play the Bear, but I'm going to take the Bear. Same thing with the Spirit. I don't think we're going to play it, but, you know, having it just isn't bad. And then tapping at the window can go into the sideboard. This pack has been unfortunate, it looks like. This is not what we want. Create X, 2/2 zombies with Decayed, where X is half the number of creature cards in my graveyard, round it up. That seems okay, but I don't want to splash into 4 colors. That just seems wrong. And especially 2 colors that I just don't have plays for. Exile target spirit, creature with Disturb, or enchantment. So that seems pretty good, but I think both either the Veteran or the Corpse Cobble are better. I think we're going to take the Corpse Cobble here, even though it is a little off color. It seems like it might just be enough. The main concern I have right now is that I don't see a lot of mana fixing, and maybe I'm supposed to take the Amalgam. I don't know. I am a little worried about the quality of my creatures later in the game, but we may have to just figure that out as we go here. So there's a lot of removal here for us. There's also a Blood Pact. I do not feel bad about a Blood Pact in this deck, but I think that the Gavoni Dawnguard might be better. He's got a tutor attached to it. He's harder to remove, but in 3 colors, am I going to even be able to cast this and not feel bad? I think the Blood Pact might be better, but I'm going to take the Dawnguard anyways and see if I can kind of filter my way through this. So we are a little heavy on what we're doing. So we are a little worried about that. Bat Whisper seems okay. All of these seem decent. One less for each creature attacked with. This seems really good, but I think the Faithful Mending is just that much better for the sifting. I'm going to take this, and maybe we just don't play black. We may just be on actual blue-white, and I could just be wrong about what I'm doing here. Cathartic Pyre is quite good, just not in this deck. So now we have the Cathars, the Exorcism. I feel like the Exorcism might not be bad, and I think we are actually just off of white. So a 1/4 blocker for 3 doesn't seem like what we want to be doing. And create 2 with Decayed, exile 2 cards from graveyards. That seems like it actually might not be terrible. Menace with Nightbound seems okay. I think we're going to take the Exorcism, though. I don't feel bad about 1 Exorcism. Alright, so now we have the Scab, which is really good. Revenge. Target creature's owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library, and I make a zombie with Decayed. That doesn't seem bad. Target opponent discards 2, and I make a zombie. This seems really good. Like, 3-card advantage. Doesn't seem bad at all. But I think I'm going to take this, just because I don't think I'm going to play it, but we'll take a look at it in a little bit. See where we end up here. Now we're starting to get into the nitty-gritty. I don't like Hedge, which is Mask, too much. Look at the top 3 cards of my library. Put any number of them in the grave and the rest back on top in any order. That seems okay, but it also doesn't seem great. I think the Occultist is probably better, but I think the likelihood of us playing Otherworldly Gaze is more. But we're going to take it and put it away for now, because it's not really what I want to be doing. We're going to take the Geist Wave. Again, I don't think that's going to be what we want, but we'll take it. Rotten Reunion's definitely not what we want. Root Color Creeper, that's pretty good. I mean, it's ramp and gets us things with flashback back and lets us cast things from the graveyard, but we're going to take this Archivist for sure. He's just going to help us get through our deck faster. He can also help us get through our deck to find cards that we need to be playing. All right, so now we're down to these. I think I'm going to take the Amalgam and try not to play it. We'll see. Consider's quite good at this point. I'm okay with Consider. Flip the Switch also will accomplish a number of goals in this deck. And now we're down to things that I don't think we can really play. I mean, Return to Nature is always Return to Nature. The Festival Charger, the Dread Knight, I guess. Yeah, we'll take the Crasher away. That seems okay, and we're definitely not going to play it. I think we're going to take this away as well and Return to Nature. All right. So that was not an excellent draft. It felt like at least blue and black were being drafted pretty heavily. But now we have to cut 10 cards. So let's take a second and look at what we can let go of. I think we still need black, so we want to hold on to that a little bit. Flare of Faith I'm not super into. Ritual of Hope I'm definitely not into. The Exorcism I'm not sure how good this is yet, but I feel like there's going to be a fair enough disturb that I'm going to hold on to it. If I run into the wrong color deck, though, I guess it's pretty useless. Creatures I'm here for. The Geist Wave. How many creatures and spells do we have? We are a little short on creatures and a little over on spells, and we have a lot of enchantments. So let's take a second here and think about that. Investigate seems good, but if I just cut black here, Am I still in a good position? Like, I want to leave this in. I think this is okay. Corpse Cobble. Sacrifice any number of creatures. Create something. Total. Sacked power. Like, this kind of saves some of our bodies, but, like, do we really want to be holding up for it? And are we always going to have the mana to do it is the question. Probably not. Stuffed Bear seems good, but I don't want to constantly be throwing 2 mana into it. I really don't like the fact that I'm basically a counterspell deck. This is my card advantage, I guess. It's going to take forever to do, but I guess it can get us there. Devious Cover Up. This, I don't think I have the... I don't have the spells to really throw into it. Like, maybe I do. Maybe I can, like, throw the Beloved Beggar or something into it, and it's fine, I guess. So we still need to cut 4. Let's think about that. Stormrider Spirit's a 3/3 flyer. It seems okay. Sungold Barrage I'm not super big into. Brutal Cathar is going to just hopefully remove a couple of bodies. Maybe we remove some of our fixing? Like, Faithful Mending on 2 seem like this is going to gain me cards in the long run. It's kind of like, it's got the Faithless Looting advantage. So I think I'm okay with that. Maybe it's a Geist Wave out. I don't know. I guess I can let Consider go. Blessed Defense. I have a lot of reactionary things. I think I'm okay letting that go. And then maybe, like, I worry about letting go of too many bodies because I have a lot of spells and I'm not really doing a lot on my own turn, which is kind of a concern. It's a 2/1 flyer at the end of it. I feel like this is definitely not correct. Oh, man. It's double blue, double white. Like, just all kinds of ugly here. Don't have mana fixing, so maybe the Eaten Alive. I'm not supposed to play the Eaten Alive here. 16, 17, and maybe what? So one card's got to come out now. Who do we like less? Locked in the Cemetery. Tap it. If it's late, tap it, and it doesn't untap. Candle Trap eventually removes it. Sacrifice, Candle Trap, exile the enchanted creature. Yeah. I mean, it still becomes a wall that's in the way, but at least it's not bashing my face in. Maybe it's the Exorcism, but I have 2 disenchants. Maybe this seems like an enchantment-heavy option. Mullen permanent. Maybe it's a Geist Wave. Like, maybe 1 bounce spell is enough. I guess we're going to go with that. I'm not sure if it's right. It could be the Sungold Barrage also, but Toughness 4 or greater. Okay, well, let's roll with this and see how we do. Hopefully it's not going to be an abomination, but, you know, we'll see. So, for those hanging out with us today, I appreciate it. My name is Raven. We are playing some Magic Arena. We are doing a Midnight Hunt, Innistrad Midnight Hunt Premier Draft, and we have ended up on blue-white. We're okay with it. It's not like my favoriteest deck ever, but we'll see how it plays. And, yeah, we've dropped down to Braunstrike again, so that's a thing. So let's see. This is playable. It's not great, but it's playable. I mean, I got a lot of 3-drops. It's all 3-drops. So we'll see how quickly our opponent comes out the gate, and it looks like it's fast enough that I'm going to have a problem here. So they're going to dress me off the bat. They're probably going to get that Tome. Hopefully they'll take the Dissipate, because the Tome is how I'm going to, like, actually generate some advantage this game. But they did take the Dissipate. That's a plus for me. We'll play the Island and say go. Unfortunately, we do have a pretty slow hand, and I think the correct play here is going to be the Tome faster than not. So tap 3, each opponent loses some life. That's fine. We did draw into the Beggar, so that does give us a play here, which we do like. So the Siege Zombie can punch into us, and we're not going to worry about it too much. I mean, if they want to... Okay, that's a little more of a problem. This can't break through. We can trade the Loyal Gryph for the Beloved Beggar, I guess, if we need to. We can Rummage here, which doesn't seem bad. Or we can just play the Tome. I think we're in for the Tome. I don't feel too bad about this. No, we are definitely not going to attack with the beggar. We're going to let them get through for 2 here, though, and just kind of not worry about this. And we're going to start trying to gain some advantage on the tome, and see if this is going to be enough. We knew that a lot of people were going to be forcing like these blue-black zombie decks, and they definitely... There's a good reason for that. No blocks here. Whenever it dies, they get a zombie. That's not excellent. Let's see here. So what do we want to do? Brutal Cathar seems really enters the battlefield or transforms into Brutal Cathar. Exile it until this creature leaves the battlefield. Okay. This is going to be 3 mana to do things. We have the Gryff. Let's play the island. I don't want a 2-for-1 myself here. So maybe we just play the Cathar. But he's got removal. We know he's got removal. Right? That'll tap and transform. Yeah, let's just go ahead with the Apprentice here. And then before they move to combat, we'll tap down the zombie. Okay, so we'll rummage first. See how we do. We'll pitch a plains. Then we'll say go. No attacks. It's fine. And we'll let him punch in with the zombie here. Apparently, we'll let him punch in with the zombie. That wasn't what I actually wanted to do, but... I think I'm going to just block here. Right? Like, okay, we'll let it block, because I can disturb him and not feel bad about it. Right? Like, disturbed for 4, make a 2-1 flyer that's going to rummage. Yeah, it seems fine. So we gave him a zombie. We're going to get this back on the disturb. We'll see what he plays. Drownyard Amalgam. When it enters the battlefield, target player is going to mill. He's going to mill me, and I'm going to find more things to disturb, which is good. I don't know if that was like the right call there, but we're okay with it. So now what I'm going to do, if he attacks with this, I feel fine. I'm not worried about this too much. So at the end of his turn, we are going to... What? Oh, it's on the other side. I don't know which side it's on, apparently. I'm really good at this game, I swear. So now we have some little issues. Let's go ahead and play what? Do I want to take a punch from this? And... So it becomes a 1-2 flyer. That's not excellent. I would have rather had the Angler in this case. This is 4 mana, but then I can't book. Let's go ahead and play... No, that's a next turn. Play... Because I want 6 to be able to do it, right? So let's play the Archivist, I guess. I mean, it's a 2-1 flyer. I'll take 3 on this. It won't feel great, but I won't feel terrible about it either. No attacks here. And we'll let it go. Unless he's got... Oh, he's going to deal us 1. That's what's going to happen. Okay. That's fine. He can deal us 1. It's better than taking 6 here. If he's going to dump his mana into the Amalgam, then we'll feel okay. It won't feel great, but it'll feel okay. The Loyal Cathar, creature you control to its owner's hand. So I guess we can, in theory, bounce this back? I mean, I guess not really, but sort of. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the Cathar. We'll take away his Amalgam, if that's how he wants to play this. The Amalgam's going to crash in, which is not my favorite thing, but it's okay. Nope. No combat. He's going to play defensively. I'm okay with that. Fine by me. I'm going to play plains here, and we are just going to turn sideways with my flyer. We'll rummage. See if there's anything interesting here. Let's find another friend with Disturb that I can throw away. That'll be fun. So if I Geist Wave this, I can recast it as the Archivist and play something better, right? Like, it seems okay. Okay, so he's going to Infernal Grasp that, and I'm going to just go ahead and not play this game. I'm going to Loyal Griff, target the Haunt. Yep. And that's fine. Like, resolve, nothing happens. I get to draw a card and then discard a card. What do I want to discard? Can I throw the Archivist away and not feel bad about it? Play land. If I throw the Archivist away, play land, rummage him back? That seems good, right? I guess not. But we do have the Mysterious Tome play. So we'll do that and let this go. And for some reason he didn't zombie me there, which is interesting. But we will, before combat, start setting this stop. And what you gonna do? Move to combat? Nope. That's fine. In response, we are going to pay 1, pay 2, tap him. I'm going to draw a card. Yep. That'll transform. I guess it's still unblockable because I don't know what my cards do. Ouch. I'll take 3. We are then going to... Enchanted creature has Defender and does other things. So we'll just go ahead and candle him. See if this holds. Candle Trap. Right, so that gives him Defender, so he can't keep bashing our brains in. We will move to combat. Push in with the bird. 1 bird. Very bird. Get in there, bird. You did it. Yay, you did it. Now, do I want to pay 4 here and play the Archivist? Or do I want to hold up for whatever they're going to do next? I think we want to hold up for whatever they're going to do next. So I'm going to just play the Drifter. I'm going to play a little conservatively here. Like, if I have to cover up, I will cover up. And I also have the option of this here, which I'm going to try to use. This doesn't really do anything, right? Like, I can't get rid of it in any way. That's unfortunate. Siege Zombie doesn't really do much either. And at the end of the turn, I suppose I can Coven it, right? Sacrifice it and exile this. No way out. I'm going to discard 2 cards and do some things, and we're not going to do that. That seems not great. Counter target spell. Exile it. I may shuffle 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 seems okay. 3, 4. Yep. Let's just not play into that. Let you have another free zombie. Yes. I will shuffle them away. And it's fine. You're going to attack with both of these. You are decayed. Do I play into the trap here? I think I'm just going to do this because I'm not really... I'm going to let 2 go through. Because I don't know, like, what kind of overrun effect could he possibly have? So I'll let it decay. I'll take 2. If you give Siege Zombie Death Touch, something happens. I'm not really sure what your play is here. Corpse Cobble. Okay. That's reasonable. You'll make a 7/7. That's a super big problem for me, except I drew this. Cool. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to Apprentice. I'm going to get in for 3 here. And then I'm going to say go. So I think like just the bouncing back and forth and like the little advantages here and there really paid off. So he's got a Larder Zombie. They. Tourer, 145. And I'm not super worried at this point because I'm just going to fly right over their head. I'm probably going to decline this option if I can. I guess I can't. That's also okay, I suppose. And unfortunately, this blue-black zombie deck really does just need bodies to make things happen. I can probably play the Cathar also here and not feel too bad. And I think I will. Like, maybe, I don't know. Like, I don't want to play in a board wipe or, like, suddenly need removal. But I can also Geist Wave it back if I need it. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Let's see if we can just kind of make life difficult for them. So let's take their only creature. end turn. Because now we're going to overrun them for 6-7. It's going to be really close. Neville-Gast Intruder. Sure. I mean, that's a 2-1 flyer. That's a little bit more problematic for us. But I'm going to just go ahead and Geist Wave here. So I'll take your next best creature. We'll give you the Larder Zombie. I'll draw another card. It'll be a zombie. That's okay, too. And now, what options do you have? Not much, because I'm going to tap this down. Okay, the Dawn Guard. When it's neither day or night, it becomes day. Whenever day becomes night, or night becomes day, look at the top 4 cards and then put something into play. Seems good. Okay, so we're going to play the Cathar. We're going to take their flyer away. Like, at this point, I think we're just going to overrun them. I'm not super worried about whatever it is they're going to try to do here. If they're going to pay and try to corpse cobble something together, I guess that's a little bit more difficult. Now we're on the tome, so we can draw a card. But let's go ahead and play the Gavoni Dawn Guard. Like, let's just play to the board at this point, right? Like, we'll move to combat. We'll fly in. Not you. We'll rummage. We probably throw the Larder Zombie away if we don't like what we find. Oh, I like that much better. So we throw the zombie away. We'll keep the Stormrider Spirit. Chunk them for 5. And now they are really, really pressed to meet Hook Massacre me. That would be very unfortunate, but also the best out that they have. Alright, so an Amalgam. They're probably going to target me again, which is fine. 1, 2, 3. They got nothing out of it. I'm going to draw a card. And that was an excellent draw. Dissipate kind of locks this up. So we'll put everybody in the red zone. Not everybody. We'll put these in the red zone. We'll see if we can find another anything to play. It doesn't matter. And we'll fly in for 5 and put them down. So that was a pretty good first game here. Not too bad at all. Pick up 2 and head on to the next game. So once again, we have to go 4 and X to prize out here. We're off to a good start. And let's do a promo code. That sounds like fun, right? Well, we are waiting for MTGA to find itself here. So let's do a Midnight Innistrad Midnight Hunt promo code. Dropping it right there in the chat. If you're hanging out with me today, I appreciate it. My name is Raven. We are playing MTG Arena. We are doing a Midnight Hunt Premier Draft. We have ended up on Blue White Control. If you're enjoying hanging out, please be sure to do the like, share, subscribe thing. Check out the links below to help support me. This is a very playable hand. I will keep this for sure. Yes. We have all the removal and some card draw. So this is either going to go very well or very poorly. So let's see here. I don't want to have to play that. What does this do? This is Ambition Farmhand. This is going to get them a Plains, and if it Covens, it becomes a 3/3 lifelink. That doesn't seem great. So I'm going to not worry about this too much on turn 2. On the off chance I do have to Geist Wave, or maybe I just throw this down, and I think I just throw this down for now. You know, if they turn it sideways, they turn it sideways. They're probably going to wait to transform. That's also fine. What is this, a 2/3 with Disturb? 2/3 Vigilance with Disturb. That's pretty good. I think I'm just going to throw the Mysterious Tome down, though. Unless, what am I worried about out of black-white? I mean, I'm going to take 2 here. I can dissipate their 3-drop. Or I can get Mysterious Tome down, which can't do anything on the next turn. I guess on the next turn I can dissipate Candletrap. That seems okay. So we'll play the Tome, see where we end up. This is what I was worried about with Vivisection, though, is like I just cannot set this up right now. So, what is this? It's equal to the number of creatures control. Whenever you attack, for each opponent create, that's tapped and attacking. Okay, so we botched it. We needed this to not do this type of a thing, because now he's going to go wide, and we can't really erase it. We are in trouble. So we have to get rid of this immediately. We will exile it. 3 or more creatures with different powers. Oh, I need Coven to do that, so I can't. Okay. We are in trouble now, because he is going to go make a bunch of 1/1s. And this is bad. Should have been patient. Oh well. I suppose before his combat step we could have Geist Wave too. Yeah, I can't really do anything about this. Let's put this away. Wait, can we... Whenever you attack for each opponent, create... Yeah, like this doesn't... Yeah, like they don't even have to attack, which is the really busted part about this. So we'll get some card advantage, but they're already like so far ahead. This is some Brimaz. Like this is almost as good as, if not better than Brimaz. And we just don't have answers. Like I don't have any bodies. Like I can't do anything about this. So we'll end the turn. Yep, they'll go back in Evolving Wilds. Like, and I just don't... Yeah. We are really sunk here. Like, we're just not putting up a fight at all. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. No. Let's tap at least one of these. Like, transform it. See if we can draw something to stop this. Yep. Make a body. Make a body. Coven transforms. Yep. I mean, that's fine. It's going to be a 3/3. We're going to take a ton of damage here. There's just no way to, like, stop this hemorrhaging. What am I going to do here? Like, too little, too late. Well, that was awful. Just no bodies, and we misplayed right into the Adeline. I mean, I expected, like, a 3-mana 2/3, not a 3-mana I win the game type card. But it is what it is. I mean, it's limited. Like, I suppose that was my mistake. Like, it's limited. If you've got it, you should go for it. This is a pretty good hand. This is very playable. I mean, I have a 2/3 and 4-drop. We'll see if the 3-drop's viable at all. All right, our opponent, Melvin Zapata, mulligan 1. Let's see how this game goes. Hopefully it'll go better than the last game. Last game we just kind of got ran over, and that was not pretty at all. But you do what you do. Let's see here. Let's open with Island. And I guess we'll go Island Plains. And that feels fine. Okay, Novice Occultist. When it dies, they draw a card and lose a life. Okay. Do I care about this? Not particularly. I think I'm going to play the Falcon Abomination and probably try to race them. We'll see. Like, I'm not threatened by this at all. If they attack with it, that's fine. If they want to play a trick into it, that's even better. Okay, so they're not going to do that. And we're not going to play into things that don't exist. So if they are just caught off a color, that's great for us. If they don't have a land 4-drop, oh, they seem to be having some very sad troubles here. So do I want to play into a removal spell? Probably not. Like, I think I can just play defensively at this point and not worry too much until I can safely cast the Cathar. Like 5, 6. Like, we're up to 6 now. Sure. Turn sideways with it. Nope. So this is also very good. So we'll just keep getting in here. I'm not too worried about it. Eventually they'll find something. And I suppose I could play the Cathar and just start striking at them, but they're also not doing anything. And it looks like they've just decided to pack it in. Not a great game. Unfortunately, they either got mana screwed, didn't find a second color. I'm not 100% sure what they were going for there, but there's not much they could do. So we are 2-1 now. We need to pick up at least 2 more wins here to make this league, you know, a net win. Overall, though, like, I mean, our picks were not excellent. I think the best thing I got out of this was faithless looting, or not faithless looting, a faithful looting. I think that's like the best thing we've gotten out of this draft. So overall, not excellent. This hand is so close. I'm going to keep it because if I draw any land I feel viable, it's a little slow, which may be a problem. But I'm also on the play. So I have 3 turns. Okay, so I have 2 turns to draw, preferably a plains. And that will... Okay, so we drew an island. That's not optimal, but it's okay. Like, we do get to play the Feral Abomination. What does this do? Oh, man, another island? Okay, so add 1 mana of any color. Add 2 of any color, but he only casts things from his graveyard. Exile the creeper and get something back with... Something with flashback back. Okay, so I think we're just going to play the control game here. That probably means we get beat in the face a little bit. But he does have acceleration for a 4-drop this turn. And I don't want that to be what determines this game. So if he taps for mana, that's great. A Stoic Farmer. Eccentric Farmer. Let's just let that not be where this goes. And I'm going to accept 2 damage for it. He's going to get 2 damage in return for it. Okay, so there's our white source. That's really good at this point because we're just going to Vivisection here. No, we're not. We're going to be patient is what we're going to do. I'm not going to attack. I'm going to end the turn, and I'm probably going to dissipate whatever he plays next because I expect a 4/5 drop. I'm expecting a 5 drop. Like, this game seems to hinge on, like, 3 and... This format seems to hinge on 3 and 5 drops. He's not going to give us one. That's okay. But if he doesn't play anything here, then we've wasted our turn, and I feel really bad. That is really bad. Okay. Let's just let this go then. Let's 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Maybe he has an instant. Maybe he's like trying to set us up for removal or graveyard removal. I don't know exactly where we're headed here, but it's not super. I mean, maybe I'll just race him with the commando. Like, maybe that's where we'll go here, or he'll try to Silverbolt it. That's probably what he was holding up for was Silverbolt. So that's okay. It's not my favorite thing, but it is okay. We lost a little bit of time. We took 2 for it. So he's going to charge in with the Root Creeper. We will play the Cathar here. We'll shove it in front of the Coil Creeper. And if this is the trade he wants to make, that's okay. If he's going to Silverbolt it, that's also okay. Sure. I wish this was an instant. Not that I have the mana to do anything about it, but still. Alright, so here's another land. That gives us enough to Falcon Abomination. And then counter or Loyal Griff if we need to. So we will do this. I'm going to move to combat. Now I can push this in with minimal concern about it decaying. Yep. Have some damage. All good. Bye-bye, zombie. And it's fine. So we'll see where he goes with this. We'll probably Vivisection this other zombie. Try to find a land. Sure. That's fine. You can have that. I'm not worried about that. Yes, it can become a 3/3. I think he was using it more to feel out whether or not I had counter spells, which is a little annoying, but that's also okay, I guess. If he drops a 4-drop, we may have a problem, though. He doesn't even attack now. All right, so that's going to leave us open to this play. Is it the best play? No. Is it an acceptable play? Yes. I want to get in with my flyers. If he's going to shoot the Abomination, that's going to be a problem. Like, does he have a plummet, maybe? Maybe he has a plummet. He has nothing. So that's okay. We'll take the Griff back. You can play this once each turn. So we can't attack with the zombies anymore. Is he going to plummet the Griff? Buff the wolf and fight the Griff? What you got, bud? Geist Wave, target my Griff. That was really awkward. I don't think that was a great play, but I mean, that's also fine. I will happily recast Falcon Abomination for another 2/2. Sure. No attacks. End turn. I wonder if they're just trying to figure out what they're supposed to be doing right now. A 3/2 flash with reach can definitely cause me some problems. I think we're just going to let him have it, though, because I'm not worried about it. Like, if he attacks with it, I'm going to throw... Or if he doesn't attack with it, I guess. If he doesn't attack with it, then we just throw something at it. I can also just throw the Loyal Gryph at it. But we do have to be careful about him following up with something big. So he's going to shove a couple of things in our face. That's fine. I'm going to Loyal Gryph here. Do I want to Loyal Gryph here and try to... Yeah. So we do have to block the wolf somehow. So we'll Loyal Gryph again. He might have a counterspell too. Like, that's perfectly possible. We'll bounce the Abomination one more time. And we'll go ahead and block the wolf. Maybe he has a pump spell too. That's also very reasonable. Blue, green. Pump the wolf. Okay, so he's going to trade the Reacher for the wolf. Or for the Gryph. That's okay. We're not super worried about that. That's what we were worried about, though. We definitely didn't want to see that happen there. And we didn't want to see one of our removal spells go to the food, go and disappear there either. So we're going to draw 3 cards here and hope we can find a way to deal with this Amalgam. And we did not. That is not good. So now, I also can't dissipate now that I've just done this. I can Geist Wave the Amalgam back, though, which may be the play we make here. I think we Abomination take 6. Can I afford that? I don't think I can afford that. What can I afford to do here? He's got 5. Like, I want to set him up for just getting Geist Waved out. Crap. I want to set him up so he can't recast the Amalgam. Maybe... Okay, I see what I have to do. Okay. No attacks. End turn. So if he attacks with the Amalgam and the wolf, pumps the wolf, right? That's 2. 1, 2, 3. He has 6. He has option 6. Yeah. So if he attacks like this, pumps the wolf, no blocks. He's just going to go for it. He's going to take 4 here. Okay. Rise of the Ants. Oh, man. We have a major problem here. Like, I cannot keep up with this now. We'll Geist Wave that back because we don't have a better option. I have to trade a Spirit for... Oh, 6? 7, 8. Return target card of flashback to your hand. Oh boy. So he can just return this, cast it again, do things, return that, cast it again, do things, while beating my face in with these. That's a problem. So I got to keep 3 open for the Dissipate. We have to keep some open for... I need to find answers is what I need. Let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3 and cast the Tome. Next, no attacks. End turn. We have to Dissipate this Ants. And then we have to find an answer for the Amalgam. I think we're just going to fall behind and die here. Like, I felt really good about this game. And then... Like, I'm just playing wrong is the problem. Like, I'm not respecting my opponent's plays enough. Like, as soon as I let my guard down, they jammed in a 5 and then a 6. And it has been. It's just been bad play. Like... And the fact that I can't block on these zombies is horrific. Yep. Get on in. Oh, I don't have a way to... What can I do about this? I can play this. Get blown out. Is that how this goes, right? Like, no matter what, 3, 7, right? Nope. There it is. Geist Wave. Okay. Well, that's 2 and 2. Neither of our games were good. Let's see if we can get one more win in here. Like, we definitely need 2 more. We have just 2 straight now to make this worth the cost in gold and gems here. We'll see how we do. YOLO Gunther. Let's see if we can push this through. This is also like a good hand. Not bad at all. Like, we have the control options and a Vivisection to catch back up. We can also Vivisection the bait hook angler, turn it into a drifter if we have to, or throw it away if it's a drifter. So they are on red something. We'll see how aggressive they can play. Let's... So yeah, I mean, our plays out here are definitely land, bait hook, counter, Vivisection, or counter Vivisection. We'll see. Green, red. That means they might be the werewolf friends. So we do need to be aware of their 3 and 4 drops. Their 5 and 6 drops are also going to be a problem, but their 3 and 4 drops is where they're going to gain a lot of tempo. Man, these mountains are pretty. So that's already a 3-3 right off the bat. That's going to get counters, and then it gets trample encounters and spirit creature with disturb or enchantment. Does this have disturb? What? Target spirit creature with disturb or enchantment. What? That doesn't have any of them. Okay, game. Thanks. Next, no attacks, end turn. Oh, maybe it's asking me to exile my own creature? What kind of garbage is that? So immediately they've got a 4-4. This becomes a 3-5 with nope. So we'll immediately get rid of this. We'll let them attack for 4. No blocks. We'll get in for 4. I guess we'll get in for 4. Now we're going to Vivisection this thing and try to... No. We're going to attack for 4. Does this die at the end of combat? Yes. We're going to get in for 4 here. Decays at the end of combat. Like this, the fact that this isn't an instant just makes it horrible. End turn, or just let them have it. No, we can transform him back with 2 spells this turn is what we can do, right? No, that's only 1 spell. 1 disturb? Thrabian disturb him? No, that doesn't work. End turn. Let's see what they do. Crashing for 4 feels bad. They don't have a 4th mana to at least put counters on him. That's a good sign. I don't know what this is, but we're just going to counter it because they don't have another land. Oh, yeah, that seems bad. We're not going to let them have that either. So now they're going to bash our face in again. Candle Trap. Candle Trap is very lucky at this point. Wish I had it last turn, but it's still real good. So we're going to crash in with this guy next, and now I'm going to Vivisection and not feel bad about this. I need cards to start pulling ahead. This is helpful. This is less helpful, but it's still not bad. I think if they play a creature, excellent. What does this do? Sacrifice it, artifact or enchantment. That's less good. If they're going to sack it and fix their tamer, is that what they're doing? Probably. Yeah. Sacrifice it. Unleash him. Bash my face for 3. But they'll play right into the... That's not what I think that is. That's not Brutal Cathar. Great. So he's on the loose again. We can... Okay. I guess we're okay. We'll lock him in the cemetery. We will play the Dawn Guard. And then we can start flipping it, right? Because it's day. We cast 2 spells and it becomes night. Transform all Nightborn. Cast no spells. It becomes night. Okay, so if I just say go, it becomes night. This is a 2-5 or a 6-5. That's not good either. So if it becomes night, I can go fetch something. But if it becomes a 6/5, we have a completely different problem, right? Like, so let's go ahead and play a land. Let's play the beggar. Let's play the angler. And exile target spirit, creature with disturb or enchantment. That doesn't really get us where we need to be. And end turn, I guess. Like, they're not going to cast anything this turn. They're going to flip him. Which I guess is okay, too. If the player casts no spells during their own turn, it becomes night. Alright. Oh, nope. They're going to play the 4/3 with haste. That is daybound. Alright. You're going to crash in? Nope. They're not. So I'm going to Faithful Mending. Draw 2, gain 2, discard 1. I think this is actually not going to help me at all this game. Like, maybe I'm wrong. But, oh, discard 2. Poo-poo. That's fine. We'll pitch that. Alright, so we did get a Brutal Cathar, which is going to help us a lot. Because I can block the 5... I can handle a 5/4. I can't handle a 6/5. So we'll play the Brutal Cathar. Maybe. Locked in the Cemetery seems fine also. Let's lock... let's go ahead and lock this in. See what he opts to do. Nothing. Let's charge in with the Dawn Guard. See if they're willing to make this trade. Are they okay with this? Are they going to take the damage? Difficult choice. They're going to take the trade. That's fine. I should have went in with the Haunter as well, but mistakes. Alright, so they're going to play land, and Shadow Beast Sighting is a problem. It's another 4/4, but I'm going to just exile it. They need how much to flash it back? 7, 5. They have enough to flash it back as well. Okay, duel for dominance. Put a +1/+1, and they're going to fight. That's unfortunate, but I'm okay with this. The reason I'm okay with this is because I am just going to Cathar here and not worry about it. So we'll play the Cathar. We'll exile this guy. I don't really have anything else to do. I mean, I can attack with the 0/4. That's not going to help us. They can play another 4/4, which is also not bad. But I really need... Man. I need to keep up with their aggression. Like, the flashback is really hurting. If I draw another land, we'll cycle through with Faithful Mending, or anything that's not great. Like, anything that can be undisturbed as well. Yep. So here's another 4/4 for them. I'm probably just going to let this go without casting anything, right? Like... My turn. Yeah, that's fine. Next. No attacks. End turn. Flips. 3/2 Daybound. Friend. That's okay. So can I cast 2 spells this turn? I think I can. Oh, no. It's got to be on my turn, right? How does this flip? As it becomes night, transform all Daybound things. Permanents enter the battlefield. Nightbound. If a player casts at least 2 spells during their own turn. Okay. That's okay. That's less okay than I thought it was because that says target creature. Oh boy. Okay. So gotta cast 2 spells on my turn. Alright, I'm gonna cast this guy on their turn. That's pretty good. So the 2 spells I'm going to cast on... No, how am I going to do this? Cast 2 spells on my turn? Cast... Oh, I know what I'll do. Ha 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 ha. So we'll Geist Wave the Beggar, right? Get an Archivist, and then we will Faithful Mending. Draw 2, discard 1, and... Discard 1, and 2. And that's the 2 spells I needed to cast this turn. Next, fly over. play a land. Play this guy also? Do I want to play him? I mean, I probably should, just in case things go a little weird. Yeah, and we can discard that. And then things are going to go day. And when he transforms to day... No. Not that one. The other one. Thanks, game. Okay. Sure, I guess. So he's going to put counters on the 4/4. It's going to run into the Archivist. Or he's not. Okay, he's just going to let it go. Now, what 2 spells do I want to cast during my turn, right? Like, now that's where we are. This is not attacking. It does have First Strike, but this is not attacking. We're not casting. We have how much? Not enough to do this. We do have a lot of mana, and I'm okay with it being night right now, right? Like, I mean, I am just getting in for flying damage. This, when it transforms, becomes a flyer. This just is a 4/4 flying vigilance. So I think that's what we're going to do, is we're just going to threaten lethal next turn. Okay. Let's not do that. What do I want back? 2, 3, 4? Yes, those 4 can come back to me. So I did cast a spell my turn. Yes, I would like to shuffle those away, please. I feel good about drawing them again. What you thinking? Yep, that's become a 5/5. That's fine. And I'll block an end turn. So, we're probably going to do the block swap here. If he attacks in, that we're not afraid of this turn. Okay, so now he's out of gas. If he attacks in, we block, swap it with the Gryff. Pass to blockers. Block. Because it doesn't trample, right? Like, block. Swap it with the Gryff. And they are just going to pack it in. Alright, feeling good. Let's drop another code. Let's see here. This one seems great. Little midnight action here. If you're hanging out with me, I appreciate it. My name is Raven, and we're playing some MTG Arena Midnight Hunt Premium Draft. So we are now 3-2, climbing our way up there. We want to see at least, oh man, 2 more, 1 more, 2 more wins, 1 more win. We need to see at least 1 more win to feel like we're breaking even here on our draft cost. Unfortunately, our picks out of this were not the best things ever, but it's fine. We're doing okay so far. Mad Matt 46. Let's go, bud. We ended up on kind of an awkward blue-white deck. This is not playable. Unfortunate. It is just short. 1 white makes it fine, but as is, I cannot let this go. So we do have to mull in. That's much better. I can keep this. That can definitely go to the bottom. Am I happy about it? No. Is it the worst thing ever? Not at all. We can generate some advantage with Faithful Mending and see if we can get there. Generate some fixing. I guess it's not advantage. All right, so Vampire Socialite. Whenever it enters the battlefield, if I lost life, that doesn't matter. So it's a 2/2 menace, and... Okay, that's not cool. Let's go ahead and immediately not put up with this thing for the rest of the game. Let that slow it down a little bit. And we'll make it harder on them to make their vampires better. What does this do? During my end step, if I lost life, your vampires also get bigger still. So now I think I'm just going to go ahead and make an Abomination. And let it go. End turn. So if he attacks in with it, we block with the Larder Zombie. And not worry about it. So he doesn't really have a great way to break through. When it enters the battlefield, yep, this is just a 4/3 for 4. And now he's got to be careful a little bit, because I'm going to start doing this. 2, 3. Tap 3 creatures I control. This is excellent at this juncture, actually. So we will throw that in the graveyard. Play an island. I do not have a lot of cards in my graveyard right now, so I'm not super worried about this play. Do I want to lock this in, or do I just want to hold up and play enchantments? I think I just want to hold up and play enchantments. I'll double block the foragers if I have to, but right now he's not breaking through with any damage, which is great. If I catch him on the locked on the next turn, that's fine. If I don't, that's also okay, I guess. I really wish I had a counterspell of some kind, some way to kind of mitigate whatever trick he's going to throw at me, but we'll see. If he gets in for damage, we do have to be a little bit sad, but that's also okay. So let's pass to blockers. We are going to double block here, see if he's got a trick. Nope, no tricks? Sure. But that being said, we are going to take this action. We'll block and tap them. Do I want that? No. I want that on top of my library. That seems real good in this position. So we got rid of the 4-3. We'll see what they follow up with. Waiting for it. Bat Whisper. Another body. Now, I think I'm just going to play the Cathar here. I don't feel bad about this. I'm going to play the Cathar. And what do I want to take away? At the beginning of your end step, if an opponent lost life, do some things. I can not quite Coven. And so I'm going to put a target vampire. If an opponent lost life this turn, do things. So I think I'm just going to take the Bat Whisper. It might come back. I may have just made a mistake, but I'm not feeling like I did. So we'll end turn here. I do need to find some card advantage or some way to kind of slow them down a little bit. Okay, so there's another one of these little guys, a 4-3. And I think this is fixing, kind of. Like, this is okay. Okay, so there's an... Yeah, so we are going to take that action. Nope. I wanted to draw that. Dang it, game. Okay. I'll take this too. Perfectly fine. Now, do I want to play the Generous Soul? That seems like a great play. And this... The thing is, like, whatever's in their hand is going to generate them a lot of advantage as soon as I lose some life. So let's go no attacks here and end turn. Do I want to give them the Bat Whisper back is the question here. So the answer is probably not. I think I'm just going to shove the Larder Zombie in front of this at this point. And yeah, not worry about whatever's coming, because I'm going to throw the Locked in the Cemetery at it and start beating face in afterwards. Yes, let's go like this. See what we can do. I am going to decline that, draw it, and then Faithful Mending. That's what we're going to do. We're going to decline that, draw it, and then Faithful Mending. So we did give them the zombie here, which is probably not the best. What is this? Ho, 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 ho. Okay, whenever enchant player casts a spell, other than the first spell they cast each turn, or copies a spell, I'll take 2 damage. Okay. This is Heirloom Mirror. Pay 1 life, discard a card, draw a card, mill a card, put a counter on it. If it has 3 or more, remove them and transform him. Exile things from graveyard. It becomes a 4/4 monstrous problem. Okay. So we are going to move right to combat here. We'll put in these 2. Might as well. We'll see if he's going to take the Blood Chief bait. Nope. He's just going to take the damage. That's fine. Decayed. Pay 1 life, discard a card. We will go ahead and... Actually, have I played any? I haven't played anything this turn, right? Like, do I care? Yeah, I kind of want to stop that thing. So let's go ahead and Faithful Mending. Discard 2. That's okay. I don't feel bad about this. Then we will lock him in the cemetery. That's okay. I'm going to take 2 to lose 2 and lock this down. So at this point, we're just kind of playing a tempo game. They can mirror a lot and get some counters on it, but that's going to take some time. They need a removal spell for the soul. Oh boy. There's a 7/6. Now we have a little bit of an issue. I think we're going to 3, 8. That is not enough. So we're going to put this in the air. How close are we to just dying? Reasonably. So we'll go ahead and... Oh man, I can't play this and play the Stormrider Spirit. He needs 3 attacks with that, right? So if I just let this go and let this transform, do I feel okay? I think so. Let's end turn. Let this transform. Now it's a 3/3, so it can strike through the Bloodchief. If he charges in for 7, we don't feel excellent about it, but we can double block also. That doesn't feel like what I wanted to do. Or want to do. So we'll let him charge in for 7. We'll pass. No blocks. Yep, you can do it. Get your points in. Main 2, what threat do you have? What are we going to see here? Bat Whisper, that is unfortunate. That is another difficulty for us. But the Generous Soul will help shore that up. That makes this a little bit harder. But I think you put it on the Behemoth, right? Like, maybe? You put it on the Blood Thief? That's possible also. I mean, he's got a really strong attack next turn. So we do need to find some action here and get something going here. Okay, so that becomes a 5/3. At the end of his turn, we're going to play the Flying Spirit, and that was not the worst thing, but it wasn't the best thing either. I think we're going to what do we want to do here? Like, do we charge in? I think we just charge. No, we don't charge in. Okay, so we put these 2 in the red zone. See how he blocks. Yep, definitely blocks that. Goes to 7 here. He's got 1 card in hand, so with a Faithful Mending. Oh, yucky. Discard 1, 2. Right? But we gain 2, so it's not too bad. We'll play Gavoni Dawnguard. We'll take 2 for it. The Dawnguard will come in. We will end the turn, and then I want to do what? Let's start with the Cathar. Cathar's ability on the stack. We'll take away the Behemoth. Bye. And then we will resolve our Dawnguard. We'll see if he mirrors. Nope. He's going to discard a card and draw a card. What was that? The Celestus? Night or day? Okay. That's a really good. Yeah, we take the Commando and see what they got. They're at 7. They have to have a flying blocker or a removal spell right now. They did not find either. So I think they just charge in, right? We take... Do we just shove this in front of it? Yep, let's just shove this in front of it. Try not to take more damage, because that is the theme of their deck. And they're going to clean it up. Okay. Feeling good. We navigated around that one. There were a couple of awkward plays that we had to make. I'm not sure if it was correct to sacrifice the zombie when I did, but we still got there. We are now 4-2 and working our way through this Premier Draft for Midnight Hunt. In any case, my name is Raven. Thank you for joining me. If you're enjoying hanging out, please be sure to check out the links below. Join the Discord. Come hang out and chat. You can also check out our wonderful sponsor for these free promos, Adventure Inc. Just look us up, adventureinc.xyz, or over on Facebook, Adventure Inc. Comics. So we will head into the 5th match of this, and Let's do another promo code. Seems like fun, right? Just dump it right in here in chat, and hopefully, you know what we're going to do also, which I need to do eventually, is make sure I am in broadcaster control mode, which I'm apparently not. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to Discord, I swear. Discord, what is this thing called? This is not Discord. This is Twitch. Yay. So it looks like we're going to get a bug here. Maybe not get a matchup. Oh, there we go. Hello, opponent. Thank you. NGC123. Welcome to the channel. So, oh, no. Nope. I lied. Thanks, game. You're awesome. We haven't seen that in a little while, but that's okay. Let's run back into it. I think I'm supposed to remove... I think I'm wrong. I'm not supposed to be playing this Exile Target Enchantment Spirit thing, but having more than one disenchant in the deck doesn't seem bad. Also, exiling something with Disturb seems really good. Taking away an obvious 2-for-1 is just not bad at all. So we are currently waiting in queue again. We will see how this goes. Oh man, maybe their server's just crashing it out. Hey, found one. Liggy Lig 79. Welcome to the channel. This hand's very playable. I'm satisfied with this. I've got a couple of 2-drops. I've got all 2-drops. So if they play something aggressive, we have an answer. If they don't, we have an answer. If I just want to... Oh, that's actually really funny. So we'll play this, and we'll go ahead. And I think I'm going to Faithful here. I don't feel bad about this. Draw 2, drop 2, gain 2 life. Does not feel bad at all. They cannot shoot this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to get right in here. And if they decide to bolt it... Okay. So they're going to throw a bolt at it. Not this bolt, but they're going to throw a bolt at it. That's okay. So we'll do this and let it go. So they seem to be green-red werewolves. And they don't have anything here. I'm just going to go ahead and Faithful Mending, I guess. And I did not draw into anything excellent either. So we'll pitch these. And I have all the removal in the world. All the land in the world. And we'll just keep trying to shape our hand. Like, eventually they're going to get to a point where they're just going to have all kinds of ridiculous bodies. Unless they're like some kind of a flash deck, which would also be a thing. Either that or they just have a fistful of removal, which is kind of problematic. Okay, so I want to hold on to all of this, which is unfortunate. I think we throw one... I don't want to throw the Vivisection away because that's going to actually draw me a lot of cards later. I think we throw one... Where are we at? 3, 4... I think we throw this away like this. It's not what I want to do, but it's just where we're at. Ah, balls. Well, we were wrong. I was supposed to keep an island. It's fine. So these are a little dead. Dead in the hand. And he's just gaining all the mana right now. That's finally a play. One more land once again would be great here, but here we are at. Naturalize? That'd be really funny. I'd be okay with a naturalize. Play with fire. I'm going to take 2 to the face. Not a big deal after 2 faithful lootings, faithful mendings. Rise of the Ants, though, is exactly the card I did not want to see. That is a big problem for me, especially now that I'm short on land. Yikes. So I can, like, double these, and then he's just going to make more, and I am screwed. Great. He doesn't have the mana to do it again yet, but I've got 2. Let's just... Okay, so I need 2 to do this. I'm going to take 2 here. Let's lock 1 down, I guess. Unless he has more of these. He could just have more of these, and then I'm just super toasted. So let's put 1 down. Oh, man, 6, 7. He's almost to the next one. I need to find a counter spell, like, right now. Unfortunately, this does not do well against go-wide strategies, and that's okay. Like, maybe we'll find our answer, maybe we won't. But we do have a little bit of time. Torvalds enters the battle. Yeah, I have no way to fight this. Enters the battlefield, create 2 wolf tokens. Yeah, you get all the tokens, bud. No way to work around this. A 6/6 with ridiculous. Yep. So we'll try to fight this way, I guess. Play the Dawn Guard. See what we can do. What does it do if it flips? It becomes horrible. Yep. So that's a Howl. And it untaps. Awesome. So he just needs to not cast a spell on his turn, and we're in trouble. At least this might be able to help us find something. Maybe we have to Candle Trap. Like, do I have to just throw Candle Trap at this thing? Okay. So it's going to pop that out. We're going to take lethal? Close. Might as well be. Okay, so we will... That should be tapped. Okay, I guess not. We have to do this. Block here, take 4, still die. Block... There, Chilling Chronicle, tap an online permanent. For 5, still die. Yep, so let's do this. Block, end turn. Before he goes to combat, tap a wolf. This feels so bad. Okay, there's another little 2/2 friend. Pass to attackers. No, not pass to attackers. What? Okay. Well, that's the end of this league. We got our 4. Did not go totally the way we would have hoped, but that's not a bad introduction into Midnight Hunt here. In any case, thank you for joining me. My name is Raven. This has been a premiere draft of Midnight Hunt. Hope you enjoyed the codes. Please check out the links below to help support me. You can find me on Twitter and the replays over on YouTube. Just search for Raven1841. Let's take our packs here and see what we got. 3 packs of Midnight Hunt. Let's go Midnight Massacre. Midnight Massacre, Meat Hook Massacres. And that's not helpful. Consider's not bad, but I think we already made 4 Consider. Like, I mean, that was like one of the commons that we opened up like right off the bat and just needed. Another Brutal Cathar, which is absolutely useless. And... oh, yay, rare. An Augur of Autumn. Augur of Autumn is not bad at all if you're playing like a mono green type card, but for the most part, it's not what you want to be doing. And one more pack, I suppose. Let's see what we got. And it is the card we just lost our goddamn draft to. Awesome. In any case, everybody, thank you very much. We'll see you all next time.